Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to Valiant Customs. I'm Steve. In this video, we're gonna take care of some more rust repair. I don't know if I can show you here. Okay, I got this section right here where it's rusted. And then bring you over here. Let me show you this one. This one really shows up well. So this is all rusted out. It's actually rusted out up in here. It's gonna at some point need me to go inside the cab and where the vents are, because underneath here are some vents. Let me turn you down here a little bit. There we go. Look at that. That's perfect. Okay, so there's it's rusted here. It's gone. But underneath this, there's some vents for where the fresh air came in and all that good stuff. Well, those are shot. They're gone pretty much. So we're gonna get to that. Gonna get to that corner. I have a corner down here on the cab, or on the back of the cab. Right in here, that's got a bunch of pinholes in it. So we're gonna take care of that. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna put you guys in hyperdrive because I wanna go around. I'm gonna try and put the cab up on its nose, or do I wanna do the cowl pieces first, or do I wanna do the back of the cab? Well, I guess I'm gonna do the back of the cab. So I wanna put the cab up on its nose so it's easier to work on this corner. So I'll bring you back in a minute. We got it kind of wedged up here. Whoop. Kind of wedged up, as you can see, by a block of wood. I don't think it's going anywhere. But I want to go ahead and turn you guys around so I can show you the spots on the cab itself. Oh, here they are. In between here, just these spots right here. So I'm gonna end up, you can see right here, 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 and here are all spot welds from the factory. So I'll have to drill them out. And then my plans are to drill those out, put a piece of tape up here on this. I wanna try and save as much of this here and this edge here. So I'm gonna put tape on them, and then I'll cut out this section and make the part that's gonna spot weld to the cab, and then also this radius right here. And hopefully it'll turn out good and everybody will be happy with it. Finally, it came free. So you can see where I drilled the spot holes out. In here, there was another spot of rust, but I think I'm gonna fix that separately. So just this big piece is what I wanna take care of right now. you can see there's all sorts of, whoops. There's all sorts of junk in here. So, I'm gonna go ahead and clean that all up. Probably put some rust preventer or rust encapsulator or rust changer over stuff into metal, I guess. I'm gonna spray some of that on here to get this taken care of and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you in hyperdrive again and get this cleaned up and taken care of. So we got the edges cleaned up around the cut. Treated this part here to convert the rust. Hopefully it's supposed to convert it back into metal or some crap. I'm not positive. But anyways, I want to get this, and somehow we're gonna have to lay out a pattern or something. Oh, so with that being said, more rust in. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break for a minute here and gather my thoughts. And then when my thoughts are gathered, we will all gather here again. What I'm thinking is, I'm gonna go ahead and take this piece up so that I have somewhat a template. And then once I get that done, I'm gonna put a couple marks on it. And hopefully those marks will transfer over to a new piece of, oh, come on now. Hopefully those marks will transfer over to a new piece of metal and help me make this patch panel. I have not done this before like this, but this is also how I made in the last video, how I made like a sanding block out of fiberglass. I did the same thing on the roof of the truck to get the contours and everything, and I just put fiberglass over it and filled it in. But if you want to see that one, that's in last week's video, or the last video. This is kind of a long drawn out process, so I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys in hyperdrive. I don't need to bore you guys or anything to death. All right, well, what's going on here is I got the piece all taped up. I overlapped about probably 50%, give or take some numbers there. But I want to take and feel where, like right here's the crease, and here's the crease right here. So I just want to put a little mark right there. Come down here and put a little mark on this one. Then I'll take my combination square. Hopefully it reaches. Not exactly, but close enough. And I'll go ahead and, whoops, go this way with it though. So it doesn't tear up my tape. Okay. So I know that right there is the start. Well, that's actually the center of one radius, of the bottom radius. And then the top radius, or this radius, I'll mark that, and we'll go from there. So I want it to be right in here, I guess. Yeah, like right in here. Go down here, do the same. Probably, I want to say probably right in there. Draw a line. And I have a feeling I'm doing this wrong, but hey, we'll learn together here, huh? Okay. So that is actually the beginning and the end of the big radius right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and just go about halfway on it there, halfway there. And I'm just going to just put a dotted line so that it basically, I know that that's the center of my radius. Didn't want to show very well. Oh, helps if you have lead in your pencil. Okay. Take this and go about halfway on it, just so I know about where the middle of the radius is. Doesn't need to be exact, but okay. So I drew a dotted line. There's a dash here, dash here. Oh, man, this lead just sucks. There we go. There, there, there. And just marked it all the way down like this. Okay. So from there, I'm gonna get some scissors or a knife or whatever and trim this tape up. Then I can take take the tape off of here and put it on my new piece of metal that I'm gonna be cutting. And God willing, I'll be able to probably use that rod that I used on the last piece I made, and I'll put it in here. But you can see it's got it at can you see? It's got it at an angle. And that's really what I want to know, is where my angle is compared to this here, to the bottom. Oh yeah, okay. I will get this situated and ready to go, and then we'll get going on it. Figured I might as well bring you back and while I'm peeling this off and see how bad it is for me, see if it actually comes apart the way I want it to, or if it was for nothing. Come on, baby. Oop. Maybe I need to start up here. Please don't come apart. Please don't come apart. Don't come apart, and please don't rip. Okay. Getting there, maybe. Oh yeah, okay. Be nice. Be nice to me. Here we go. Oh, whew. All right. We might have it. Oh yeah, okay. So, I got my template, or template as our Canadian neighbors say. There it is. And I'm gonna put this on a piece of metal that I have, which is just an old hood. Guys, it's always good to save your scrap pieces. I mean, if you have an old hood or an old fender or something like that, it's always good to save those. I know I've said that in other videos, but it's good to save them. Okay. Again, I thought maybe I was gonna give you guys a moment to laugh at me if this ripped or something, and just see the frustration in my face at that point. But I'll bring you back. I always cut the material that I'm going to be using. I always cut it a little bit bigger. That way I can, manipulate it and everything, do all the radiuses and everything. That way I'm sure that I should have enough here. And then that way also when I go to put it on the cab, I can mark it on the cab and just go ahead and cut and butt that part, or, there's many different ways that you can do it. There's no real science to it, but I do suggest always cutting it a little bit bigger, because it's always easier to get rid of extra material than it is to add it to it. Well, you could always weld it on, but anyways. Okay, when I get to bending this, we'll both be learning how we're gonna bend this. I'll bring you back then. We're just gonna try and put it in the vise and bend it the way that we did in the last video, how I did that drip rail. So I'm just gonna put you in fast forward and hyperdrive and pound this over, and hopefully we can get things rolling on it. Went over and grabbed my other piece of metal, just placed it behind it like this. You can see I don't quite have that radius in there yet. This straight part here is what I'm going for, and then I'll do the other part. I really hope that the camera is showing you guys this, but whoops. I now have the radius that I'm looking for here. I got that one there. And on this end, pretty darn close to it. I'd be all right with that. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and fix it a little bit better. All right, I'm a little happier with that. That looks decent. It would look better if this, well, it would look better if this was flatter, I guess. There. Yes, close enough. You got that one there. That one there. Well, like that. That's pretty good. Now, I have to get this radius right here in this. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do that. Man. All right, well, I'll bring you back when I get it figured out how I want to go ahead and put that radius in there. Okay, so I might have it figured out. Not positive yet, but maybe. I took the piece, vice gripped it to the workbench. This piece here, there's this rod that goes behind it. That's actually a magnet. It's a very strong magnet. It's one that's like used on a roller to pick up like nails and stuff. And I put that in here like this. Again, I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but can't hurt, right? So put it in here and oh, that's gonna give me problems. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta get something to hold that there. Well, I'm not sure this is gonna work, but we're gonna give it a whirl here. Give it a little shot. Oh, come on, come on. Okay, there we go. This is kind of a pain. Can you guys see? Yeah, okay, a little bit. Okay, so I got to get the edges started. Back here, you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work very well. Guess we keep trying, see if it does. All right, let's see what we got. Either it is or it isn't. Hopefully it's at least close. Ouch. Oh no. There we go. Oh boy. Like I said, these magnets are strong. at that. There we go. Okay. So this is what I got so far. See if it compares. Oh my. Oh. So close, but look at here. That one's out too far. And this one is just not radiused enough. So, how am I gonna fix that? I'm not really sure how to fix that. So, good here, but not there. Let me go put this back on my toolbox before I hurt myself with it. So, what I've done is I took the piece of metal and I just tacked it to the rod. Then I took it and, oops, darn it. Then I took it and I clamped the metal to my workbench, just like that. Then I took the hammer and pounded it down. Now, you guys can tell that, oop. Now, my radius is matching up pretty good. And this one is matching up pretty good. Now, I mean, it's really close to perfect, but it's not. But once I get it on the cab or tacked on and everything, I can manipulate it to fit where it needs to go. So it's close enough for me where I can get it to work. And that's half the battle. All right, well, let's move on over back to the cab and see what we can do. All right, so let me move you here, make things a little bit more convenient for you. All right, so I told you back on the workbench that I didn't have it perfect, but it was something I could work with. So I don't know if the camera is going to show it to you very well. Oops. But that's it. That's pretty good. I'll give it some tacks, and then I'll dice back here on the back so I can do a cut and butt. And that's it. I mean, I am very happy with that right there. I'm gonna drill some holes in it so that I got something to spot weld to after I get this part here all taken care of. And then we'll just burn it in. But I am gonna go ahead and turn the camera off while I drill the holes for the plug welds or the spot welds. The stuff I did on off camera, I should say, is I drilled the holes in the metal for the spot welds. Then I went in here and cleaned the spot, or put this on here, marked the holes, and cleaned where all the holes were, so I got good metal there. Now I'm gonna take it and just line it up, line it up the best I can on both sides. Whoops, like so, and hopefully it's smooth. You know what? Take this glove off and I can tell better if it's smooth or not. So take it like this, line up my edges, line up my curve, like so. And just kind of put a little, I did turn the welder down so I didn't burn through, but that way I can just put a little tack on here. Oh, after I turn it down, of course. Goodness. Put a little tack on it, nothing too severe. Put it there, put it so it's level, or smooth I should say. Oops. Now, oh. Good thing about doing that is you can just pop it right off usually. Maybe. Alright, let me get my cover off wheel here. If I can just pop this out, I don't want to. Come on. There we go, just like that. Just like that. A headache. Get it somewhat close. Somewhat smooth right there. I'll turn this up a little back where I normally run it, and give it a little tack. Just like that. Side up if I can. Oops. Okay, just like that. Okay, now that I got that on there, I need to figure out where I'm gonna. That's pretty good. All right, I got to get my hammer. I'll be right back. Just take my body hammer, tap things down a little bit. Nice and smooth. Let me get my helmet. Oop. That's why I turned it down, because it burns through this. This metal is so rusty or whatever there that, or I should say so weak. And I don't even feel that it's this metal. I feel it's the hood metal that I got. Because the international metal seems pretty stout. Except for where, like right here where there's rust holes. I'm gonna end up burning there, I'm sure. Okay. So. Yep. So, and all I'm doing is just putting, like this part here, I'm just putting it on there because I'm gonna have to go through here with my cutoff wheel and make a couple cuts to bend that down. Okay, not bad, not too bad at all. This right here is going to be a headache. I say right here is going to be the headache because it's weak, because well, you can see the rust holes right there. So it's going to be weak right there. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it down, see what I can do. Turn it back up because it's pretty good here. Okay, so it's pretty much in place. You can see this line is lined up pretty good. Radius looks pretty good. I'll come in here and take the cutoff wheel and cut this and push that in. Oh no, not too bad. Let me go ahead and zap some weld on this and we'll go from there. On these plug welds, they're not going to look great. I mean, it doesn't matter to me if they look good or not, because I'm just going to grind them down smooth anyways. But I do want them to have good penetration where this doesn't pull off of it or anything. And then once it cools down, I grind it down smooth. Like there's a hole right there. I can go back in and fill that later. I feel like I'm screaming, but I got earplugs in and the welder's running. So sorry if I'm loud, but that one I put a lot of heat into her, but it'll be all right. There. Got one more right there, and I can do that one without having to clamp it down or anything. That's a pretty good one right there. Come on, get yourself in there and look at that. That's pretty good. That one's not so good. That one's definitely not any good. I mean, it's good, it'll hold, but looks like chicken poop. And then I'll go around here a little bit, a few more times to get this all filled in good. And that piece is in there. I mean, you can see it matches pretty good with everything. So I'm happy with that. I'm gonna go ahead and get this filled in. I don't think I need to show you guys that because I've kind of already overkilled it probably in the last video and everything. So I just want to go ahead and nail this out or knock this out. When I get this fully welded in, there's still a lip right here of this metal, but I left it like that because the one I took off, that was folded under. So now that I got this all welded down or spot welded on here and everything, I'm gonna fold that under so it looks original. All right, on to the next adventure. That's enough hyperdrive welding and grinding down and then re-welding the spots that were missed for tonight. Time to get out in the woods. So I'll come back tomorrow and we'll knock this out tomorrow, hopefully. I don't remember if I recorded this section here where I was welding and it just constantly kept blowing through. I mean, and I was trying to build up weld and it just kept on following over and following over. Like right here, this is what I cut out, this shape and everything is right there. Oh, right there. And so I cut that out and made another piece. It's actually 3 pieces. There's one here, one on the edge here, and then one right here. And welded that in to take care of it. Seems to be a lot better. That looks like a hole, but it's not. Yeah, that's solid. That looks like a hole, but it's not. So there it is. I just wasn't sure if I actually showed me welding this and it going through constantly. But I wanted to let you guys see that I ended up cutting it out and filling it in. There's the back corner. Hopefully I'll get the other parts welded in and everything on this video too. Not sure though. Been doing some deer hunting. So I'll bring you guys back when I get going on it. Before I forget, here's just the fiberglass I just slopped down on the welds just to fill in any pits or any imperfections. That'll be sanded down and covered in body filler like I did on all the rest of the stuff that I told you about. But I think I forgot to tell you guys, when I can, I try to, like right there, that filler or that fiberglass, I put on the inside on the weld itself, because that will protect the weld. Oh, sorry. That will somewhat protect the weld from rusting. And that you don't have to make all pretty and smooth and, you know, gorgeous like the rest, but that's how I do it. I usually try to do it there, and then I put it on the inside of the weld if I can get to it. Okay, well, we're gonna start down this wonderful adventure of fixing this rust repair. I don't know if it'll be completed in this video or not, but I at least want to get it started. This is not gonna be, this is just the start of it. Inside the cab, this goes all the way through to the cab, and there's vents down through here. This whole section under here is a big vent. That whole vent underneath there is rotted and gone. Not sure how we're gonna fix that yet, if we're just gonna take a piece on the inside and stick it up there and weld it in, or I don't know yet. But I'm gonna get started on this, so at least we got some of this started in this video, if not all of it. Who knows? Depends on if I run out of time or not. So let's get started. Let you guys know right now that it was not my intentions to drill all the way through that spot, those two spot welds. Sometimes that happens though. Oh well. Oh well, it happens. So, and this is all going to be replaced anyway, so it won't really make that much of a difference. But I don't want to get rid of these spot welds, because I definitely need those, so I know where this bracket's going to be going back on and getting welded down. All right, I took this piece off of here, or cut it out, spot weld, all drilled out the spot welds, took this piece off. You can see this metal is pretty rusted. Let me turn you around and bring you in here so I can show you better. So this is where the piece I cut out, you can see it's all rusted here. Here's that vent I was talking about. There's nothing there. I mean, that vent is gone. So that's all gonna have to be replaced at some point. Right now I think I'm gonna probably go ahead and cut this out. Maybe, well, that metal's not bad. Maybe I can just patch a piece on there to make this little lip here that goes to this here. And then make this piece here. Oh my goodness. Getting myself into more and more rust on this thing. When I have more to show you guys, I'll bring you back. Went over to the vise. I took this piece over there with me, and then I took a piece that I trimmed and cut out, and it's this one. Again, an old hood, scrap metal. But if you look, I've got it pretty much the right radius that I want. Matches pretty good there. Then come back here, and it's pretty decent here. Then when I take it, I put it up here and put it on. It'll match up pretty good as well. like that. I'll take just a little bit more out on this end here so that will fold down and weld on. Then I'll drill some holes here for the spot welds. Then I'll just trim this here with the cutoff wheel, butt connect it or butt weld it and call it good. But that is going to have to be for another day. I am out of time tonight, well, until later tonight, but right now it's time to head out to the woods, get some hunting done. So I will be back to do more of this with you guys later. So now we're back onto the welding the patch panel in. It's a pretty good fit. I don't know if you guys see it okay. Let's bring you in a little bit closer. Bring you in a little closer and see where we go from there. Okay, so I was gonna weld a piece of metal in here to go on the back side. I'm gonna wait to do that until we do the inside, the vent part of it and everything. This one, I'm just gonna get this tacked on here. Whoop, darn it. Stay on there. Don't go anywhere. Don't you dare. There. Okay. So I got 2 tacks on it. It should stay there. Now I can kind of manipulate it. Oh boy. See, my English is going to be good today. And pop it in there like that and should be good to go. Okay, you're gonna have to open that up a little bit so we can get that to fall down on there. Or maybe we can hammer it, I guess. See, isn't this fun to watch in real time? Oh. Grinder. Oh my goodness. There it is. Okay. So I'll just skim a little bit off of this right here and I should be able to put that down smooth. Well, maybe if this grinder comes on. All right, smooth enough. Maybe. Yep, smooth enough. Good deal. So, anyways, that's how I get these in here, and I go every so often with the spot weld. I try to keep it cool where I at least can run my hand over it, which is, I mean, I tell you guys this, seems like I'm telling you guys this a lot lately in the videos, but anyways. So I'm just gonna go, I'll put you in hyperdrive and I'm just gonna go ahead and weld this up. That's all stitch welded in, or however you want to look at it. I just wanted to bring something to everybody's attention here. Hold on, let me get it out of here. If you find that your welds seem to be wandering on you, get yourself a flashlight where you can look at the welds, and then this piece here, it's a magnifier that goes inside your welding helmet. I was having issues. I had issues for a while with my welds just seemed to keep wandering, but it's because I wasn't able to see it real well. I mean, I could see it, but I wasn't able, anyways. So I bought one of these magnifiers, and it just fits right in your helmet, right in here. Right in here, like this. Oops. Push that down there. It just fits in there like that, and you can see right through it. And it does help quite a bit. You can't really tell a whole lot with the stitch welds, but I mean, they're in a line, but they're in a line. If I was doing a solid weld, you'd be able to tell because you'd see the, not dimes, but you'd see where it was laying down and it was actually in a line and not drifting over this way and then coming back in and back and forth like that. That was an issue that, like I said, I had for a while, and then I got the magnifier and got a flashlight to show some light on the situation. Oops, oh, and this brown magnet broke. But anyways, that's just a little tidbit for today. I'll bring you back when I got something more. I'm rambling on, so bring you back. Drilled a couple holes in the metal here so I could do a spot weld. Whoops. Kind of a bad spot, but oh, there we go. Just like that. So I drilled a hole there and a hole there to do a spot weld. Then this piece here will be folded down to follow this. So because it's curved this way and it needs to go that way, I'll probably just put some little cuts in it and then lay it down and then weld those up as well. Oops. Helmet. Safety third. So I built up some more material in there first, because there's a little bit of gap on this far side. Same as there's one on this side too, so I'll build that one up a little bit. But other than that, it should hold it with no problem. Let's try to clamp this down a little bit closer. Oh. There. That way you can put some good heat in there and make it look somewhat decent. Swap it off. That ain't going nowhere. That's good. Yeah, that's real good. Okay, so Next, I think I'll just put you in hyperdrive as I go through. I'm gonna clean this up and get that bracket put on there. I'll put the slicer here, pound that down, so that's all on there. And then I'll bring you back. That's that. So, oh, you know what you guys see what I did? Oh man, I spot welded this on before I took care of before I ground the weld down. Oh, I got a little bit ahead of myself. That's all right, we'll take care of it. So bring you in a little bit closer here. Whoop, closer. You see all spot welded or stitch welded in and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and just grind it down. You guys have seen me grind plenty of welds down, so I don't think I need to show you that. Oh man, that was a mistake. It happens. Okay. This side is done as well with the other side. I did put a little bit of fiberglass because it kind of dipped in right here because I had to make another patch to fill in that part because it just kept burning through and everything. But so I put a patch there and it kind of dipped right in here. So I put fiberglass in there to kind of bring it up so it's smooth. But other than that, I mean, I'm not gonna fiberglass the whole thing or anything like that. Just like this side over here. Sorry. Ooh, okay, just like this side over here. I'm not gonna put any fiberglass or anything on there. I'm just gonna prime it. Oh, did it? Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna prime it. I'm fine with that. Bring you back over here. Oh, goodness. Okay. So guys, with this being said, I'm really sorry to do this to you, but I'm gonna leave this video here. I didn't get any priming done. There's a lot more time rust repairing and deer hunting that, so I didn't get things primed. But the next video, I'm priming. I'm priming the cab. Maybe not the doors, because the doors haven't been stripped down all the way yet, but the cab is getting primer. So with that, I just want to say, please subscribe. Thank you very much for tuning into the channel, and God bless, and I will catch you on the next one.